Hey guys, today I'm going to urge you to do a cleanup on your computer. A cleanup specifically of your AU plugins. That's your audio unit plugins. So, a while back, I was having some issues with Luna. All right. I would close Luna, and when Luna would close, then my console would freeze up, lock up, and I'd have to restart the computer to even use it again. I got on conversation with support, even got on some video chats where they shared screen and they went through some stuff. And I learned something that we were struggling to find the answer to my problem, but I ended up eventually finding it through some helpful advice from their support team. And it's something I want to share with you. You need to go and look at your audio unit plugins and clean up any of the old ones that you don't use, especially any free ones you got from some less reputable vendors. The reason being, as you know, when you load up Luna or any DAW, you usually see that it will scan for new plugins that it can access on load. However, something you may not realize is as you are closing out Luna, it may also run another set of checks. Don't quote me exactly because I forget what was said, but it runs through another set of checks at the end, and sometimes some of those AU plugins will cause a problem. So after this issue that I had, I went through and I went for every plugin that I just didn't need or hadn't used in a long time, especially any of the free ones that I've gotten from developers who made one 5-6 years ago that was free that, we all find them. And after cleaning a ton of plugins out that I was not using, I ended up improving the performance and my issue went away. So I urge you to do this. Now that I've given the cautionary tale, let's jump in quickly and see where do we go in our computer to remove these plugins. All right, let's look at where we find these audio unit plugins. When we open up Finder, we're going to see Macintosh with some kind of acronym after it. Mine says SSD. I have an SSD hard drive. And what we see in here is Applications, Library, System, and Users. What we want to click on is Library. So let's click on that, then go to Audio. Then we're going to click on Plugins, and then Components. Components are where audio unit plugins are stored. You also see things like VST here, which is also very common. Audio units are supported by things such as iOS devices and many other Mac devices. And it's the only external plugins that Luna supports. So in here, we could switch to a different view, the list view, and we can see all of the audio unit plugins that are in here. And there's kind of a couple of ways you can go about cleaning stuff up. One is obviously just by reading the names and seeing if it's something that you know is old and you want to get rid of. The other way is also having the column open of date modified. If you don't have that, right click on the bar here and select it. And then you can sort these so that we can get these from oldest to newest. So I've just sorted them. Our newest are at the bottom and our oldest at the top. This date modified would be the last date in which I think the developer would have modified this file before you'd received it. And that can help to indicate that this is an older plugin. And if you don't use it, then you may want to go through and delete it. Obviously, this is all at your own discretion. Feel free to do all the kinds of necessary backups of stuff just in case. But it's really good to try and get as much out of here as possible so that, your computer is running as performant as possible. And just to think that if every recording software that you use has to be aware of every plugin that you have. The more plugins you have, the higher the chances something is going to go wrong. So just good to do a general cleanup. Hope you found this helpful. If you did, drop me a comment and let me know. And also, if there's something else you would find beneficial, then drop me a comment for that as well. Anyways, peace, y'all. I'm out.